All right, right. Let's try to get this mic going. All right, cool. Hey guys, if you're here, like and subscribe. This is Levite Apparel. Give me a second. Just trying to get my bearings. All right. What is going on, guys? Levite Apparel, like and subscribe. Oh man, I got some things going on. I got a project that's kind of overdue, but we getting there. Yeah, we getting there. So, has been going through a whole lot of stuff, and improvements have been made. Updates are coming up towards certain things that's going on, and we got new and old machines updating. So it is what it is. Levi Apparel, like and subscribe. All right. Oh man, my eyes. All right. So okay. So some new. That's my car camera. I got front, back. My apologies if I'm being a little quiet. This is an area where I like to pay extra attention. That's all. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, this Levi Apparel, like, subscribe. It is what it is. Yeah, man. Bam. All right, cool. Almost out of that zone. And this area, there's like a whole lot of potholes and stuff like that. So I just want to pay attention, be a little bit more cautious. And also, they doing construction in that area too. That's weird. Okay, it looks like they updated this. All right. If you're here, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And whether I get anybody or not, we still doing the vlogs. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for people to show up that don't want to show up. If you're here, you're part of the greatness that is soon to be Levite Apparel. If you're not, it is what it is. We growing still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so so there's a lot of things happening. Okay, give me a second to inform you on what those things are. Yeah, to hit that nice hizzy highway. Ooh wee, nice, nice. All right, cool. So now I can talk to you. Yeah, so we got a lot happening. Again, this is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. All right. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. And if you put a like, I would appreciate it. Everything you do as far as activities with the YouTube platform shows YouTube that I'm being productive on the platform, then they compensate me for that. And before you know it, the channel grows because we get better equipment, more advertising, advertising. I don't know. But yeah, either way, we're moving forward and we're succeeding together. All right, so here we go. So the HP t100 was a total flop. I don't know why. For some reason, the printhead I got, it does not seem to want to cooperate. I received, no, I have two printheads, like I stated. Two printheads that like I've used non-HP ink on, and what ended up happening was the printhead decided that it does not want to like work anymore because of non-genuine ink. Now that's fine, but the issue is when I put, like the other day, I bought $180 worth of genuine ink. That's how much that thing costs. Like if you're going through ink like crazy, you're spending $180 a month. That's a lot of money, right? Regardless if you're making it back or not. I'm just searching for my little thingy so I can put it on. All right, it's not here. It's not there. It's gotta be somewhere. Yeah, you somewhere. Come on, you gotta be somewhere. All right. Either way. So yeah. So the HPT 100 is just acting up. It does not want to do what I want it to do. At this point in time, my focus with the HPT 100 is to try to get it just to print. Just get the printer to recognize the printhead. And I have two, like I said, I'm gonna swap them in between each other. And then I have the genuine ink that it always asks, is this genuine ink, whatever. And I'm just gonna see if that works. If not, I may have to contact the company and let them know, hey, I'm having issues. I need another printhead. And then when they send it to me, I should be good to go. Now, if I went out and just purchased my own, it's going to be about 200, let's say $300, right? Which is pretty much like buying another printer. But I mean, it will be worth it. It's just, I just don't want to spend that much on a printer. All right. But yeah, in the meantime, it's just lingering. So my whole goal was, when I got the shop started, build a shop, insulate the shop, put the walls, put the what's that thing called? Electricals on it, electrical port, and from the electrical port, now I can start bringing in the shelving and the equipment and stuff like that. So I'm actually on track as far as my schedule. All the equipment is there. The heating units are there. Everything is there. The only problem I have currently is the fact that the only problems I had was some of my printers were giving issues. Then it was my HP t100 I was giving issue. It was my Epson 70. No, what else? No, my Epson 7820 that I was giving issues. I retired that, got a brand new one, and then after that, it was my what's that thing called? My Epson 7710. I did some pre-head cleanings. I was able to clean it, and then now that thing is printing good, so I'm able to push out work. But in the interim of doing all this, what ended up happening was I left my DTF printer, and the DTF printer wasn't printing because it had print head issues. It wasn't printing the colors. It wasn't printing no, it wasn't printing white. Then I tried to purge it so it can print white and the other colors. It decided that it didn't want to print any colors, and then eventually it started messing up on me, and then it died. So I got a new one. I fixed that one too. Then that one died, and then I was able to get another Epson 1400. Right, brought that in, did the video which you guys saw, and now I'm back on track. So all my Epson printers are working, and then I had my old screen printing machine, then realized that I need more places to place the shirts, because if I'm able to do 4 shirts at a time in less than an hour, that'll equate to a lot of shirts being made. And so I got a new screen printing machine, and from getting that new screen printing machine, I said, I'm not gonna be going around in circles just to screen print. I got me some like I showed you in my video, I was able to make it spin around, right, by getting a lazy Susan, a wooden one and stuff, and mixed with I got a wooden circle plus the lazy Susans, the industrial one. I was able to combine them to create a spinning 4-head, 4-color screen printing machine. Right? Something that probably would cost me about $1,000 to $2,000. I was able to make it for less than $300. Actually for less than $250, which was good. Now here where the problem comes. Now all these other machines are set and ready to go, and then also my vinyl cutter. I had multiple vinyl cutters. I wasn't really using my what's that thing called, my Cricut. So I was thinking about giving the Cricut away, but then the person I was giving the Cricut away, I know wouldn't know how to use the Cricut. So what I ended up doing was, I said, okay, you know what? Let me give them my Cameo, because Cameo is really easy to learn. And you have a bigger field when it comes to print and cut. Now I'm learning that Cricut has a bigger field too. So I was thinking about scrapping that one and getting a Cameo again. Now I can actually keep it, which is actually good. But yeah, so the issue now I ran into is all the printers are good. I got a new heat presses, and I ended up getting a heat press that was from HTV Run, and links on the description for that video, and then check out the discount codes for it, So things were going good with that. I got a brand new heat press machine because I was tired of my 16 by 20 just circuiting everything, because it requires a lot more power. So yeah, I put that one to the side. I'm gonna use that one for like craft fairs and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, so now, and I already had another automated what's that thing called? Automated heat press, 15 by 15. So I was good to go. Now I can do sublimation easy, just like the HTV run, HTV, just like the HTV run. What else? DTF, just like the HTV run. But being able to do white vinyl, white toner was hard because the HTV run does not apply the amount of pressure that I needed. So having that heat press machine was clutch. And so that's the part about the heat press. Things were good to go. So pretty much from there, my stuff was good to go. Right, got some light for the shop, you know, and now some stuff came up. I was able to clean up the shop, and I need to hurry up, make sure it's nice and clean for you guys because I know you guys want those that video. Grand tour, whatever. So I was able to fix the shop. I was able to, get some prints out. And in the interim, my HPT 100 just laying there. So it's been a year since I used it correctly. And within that year, I guess the print head started not recognizing the inks that was already there, because it was like replacement ink for the Epsons. It was just refillable chips and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like fooling the machine to thinking that it's just the original ink. It was good at first, but then the print head started giving me issues, man. It started giving me issues. It decided they didn't want to print no more. And when I switched to you use those refillable ink cartridges, if you have trouble, you have to put the original ink right back and then use the cartridge, right? But the printer said it didn't recognize the HP cartridge and it didn't recognize the reusable ones. So now this is where I am right now. I really can't do much. Let me grab something for you. My mouth's a little dry. Yeah, so the printer just decides like it just doesn't want to work, right? So I had the refillable ink cartridges. I had the Epson HP t100 ink cartridges, right? I used it. Then it said, well, we recognize these, but you're depleted, meaning you don't have enough ink in here and you're gonna need a new ink. So we're not working until you get a new ink. I said, okay, no problem, right? Some good chips. Some good chips. Yeah. If you know, you know. Yeah, so so now I ordered some refillable ink cartridges. Thought like that was gonna make the difference, because when you call customer service, they want to know, hey, have you used the genuine ink that's supposed to be for the HPT 100? Man, I ordered that thing. Thought I was just gonna put it in, it was gonna work. The HPT 100 is still saying it does not recognize the ink. It doesn't know what kind of ink it is, and it believes that the print head is the inks are counterfeits. It's genuine HP ink from HP itself. Printer's still giving issues. Yeah, so now where we are is just printers giving issues, and I don't know what to do. I do have the second one. I've been messing with the first one. So now that I have brand new ink, I'm gonna put the second one in there, check the print head, and then see if it will accept it. If it accepts it, I'm just gonna leave the print head, the HB ink. I'm not gonna switch it out, none of that stuff. I was planning on doing like 2 print heads and stuff, and swapping it out for what do you call it, Sublimation, what else, DTF, and then regular ink back again. Now I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let that printer just focus on just strictly HP ink, and that's it. You know, it's a lot of money, but if I have the sales, I'm good. If not, then the printer's just gonna sit until, you know, it has orders coming in. At least I know it won't be messing up, because this is original ink that's gonna be in there, you know. Yeah. So that's what's going on with the AT100. It's cooperating. I mean, it's not cooperating, and I just needed to focus and do what it's supposed to, which is just print and accept the inks. So that's what's going on with the HBT 100. You know. Now, when it comes to the rest of the shop, what's going on is it's a little bit messy, like on the screen printing machine. Since I'm not doing much screen printing right now, I had used that storage. The part where you put all the shirts, I've been just have stockpiles of different color shirts on each 4 of the platens. So today I was trying to remove as much as I can, because the goal, like I said, is at night to do a live with you guys. And if I can do a live every night, it's gonna keep me focused on the shop and making sure things get done. Because during the day, I don't really have as much time as I think, because during the day I'm usually trying to focus on the kids, wife, and then you know, activities on what's things that's going on. Yeah, so yeah. So as far as like the shop itself, that's the only printer that's giving issues right now. Everything else is great. I bought another printer, which is the Epson 7310, and that one is not going to be converted at all. Just like the HPT 100, I'm just going to leave both of them just for printing. HPT 100, just specialty items and stuff like that. The what do you call it? Epson 7310 is going to be used to making, like, I don't know, screen printing, films printing, and also like cards and little, you know, 11 by 17 stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what it's going to be used for. And the larger printer is going to be used for like posters. That's the HPT 100. It's going to be used for posters, sublimation. I mean, no, just posters and other prints. You know, that's large. And then that's it. Yeah, I thought it was maybe a possibility to do sublimation on that one, but for now it's a no-no. If each printheads cooperate in the future, what I may do is get the ink and then remove one of the ink ports and stuff to see how it looks like on the inside, and then from there just focus on removing the ink and then just putting my own ink. But even that's a lot of work. There's another printer I was thinking about getting. I didn't want to get it because it's pretty hefty amount, but I'm gonna end up getting it. And then I'll do a video on it. I'm probably gonna get it not now, but in a couple months coming. You know, it's kind of like an unlikely printer that you would use for sublimation, and I don't want to say it now until I get it. But as soon as I get it, I'm gonna give you details, and I'm gonna inform you on like how it performs and stuff like that. And then also the key to that printer is just constant, non-stop printing, printhead cleaning, so I can make it do what I need. You know, yeah. All right. So up onto other news. Hold on 1 second. So the other news I wanted to talk about is I actually have a brand and that I just created, and the reason why I started the brand is because, like I said on one of my previous lives, I have a lot of like leftovers shirts, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I said, let me start a brand. And the other benefit of starting the brand is, if you're a shirt company that do custom design, start a brand, because we tend to buy extra shirts and stuff like that to do designs and all those things. But what ends up happening is you have extra shirts, because I don't know about you guys who do custom design shirts, right? If you somebody like that that's watching, but if somebody orders, let's just say 10 smalls, 10 of everything, small, large, small, medium, large, extra large, maybe a 2X, right? I will order one shirt extra sometimes. If it's a complex design, I know I may not be all that great in it, especially if it's screen printing. I'll order 2 of each shirt. So let's say small, hold on, we gotta get charged over here, so when I get to work, not too tired, so I need to eat some energy. Yeah, so like I was saying before, sometimes I find myself with extra shirts, and if you take small, large, no, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, right? That's 5 extra shirts. Now you double it, that's 10 extra shirts, right? Now, I do that on purpose because in the past, when I first started, I mess up on 1 or 2 shirts, right? The size, all right. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, so I'll get extra shirts, and let me push forward to the point I'm trying to get to. When you have all these extra shirts, they just sit there. They collect space. They're not doing anything. If somebody, and then the funny part is, like, you'll order let's say a brown shirt for somebody, right? The next orders that come in, they're not brown shirts. You order a black shirt. I mean, granted, the black shirt, I've been getting a lot of black shirts, but they don't ask you for the size that you have left over. Or if they do ask you, right? Large, small, medium, right? You'll use like everything but a large, or you'll use everything but a small and a medium. So then you have all these extra leftover shirts, and yeah, I was at the point where I was like, you know what? I said, forget it. I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I decided to try to donate some shirts. You know what I'm saying? I figured donation would be the best move. And then what ended up happening was, what ended up happening was, man, this guy is literally on that guy's bum. So he's really not going anywhere, and he's slowing down too. Oh, excuse me, it's causing traffic. Yeah, so come on. Yeah, so what ended up happening is I just have extra shirts left over, and even though I'm trying to do the thing to donate, I gotta find time to make the shirts. But now the key is, if I decide to donate, it's a lot easier because I can just load everything on the screen printing machine. And then I have my HP t100 that I can also use. But what I also realized is, like, I could just create the silhouette of whatever I want, and then just, if I wanted to, I can add the DTF, put what do you call it? What do you call that thing? It's not the ink. Yeah, the DTF transfer onto there. I didn't. It's still using the ink, but I just want to mention, like, it was the whole process. Yeah, I can do that to make it a little bit more opaque, and also to give it that screen printing feel. So that's gonna be a future video of me doing that, and then hopefully, man, this guy is leaned back all the way and just speeding. Like, when you look behind to the guy in the back of my rear view, all I can see is just his glasses. He's like going fast. Anyways, yeah. So the goal for that is basically to try to get some videos out, do some donations so I get some write-offs, discounts, you know. The wind must be strong out here. When the wind is strong and you're driving, you know, especially in the highway, any little gust will like kind of blow you kind of off course, so you got to readjust yourself. But yeah, so we're gonna have that going on, and then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, donate to what's that thing called, Salvation Army. But I want to also put in QR codes on there, and that way, as somebody's walking with the shirts, somebody will just go on the phone, look at it, using the QR codes, and then they'll just see my shop, and they'll just place their order. So it's literally an advertisement move, but it's more like a walking billboard in a sense, you know. So yeah, I got that going on. But yeah, the other thing I need to do is basically I need to really declutter the space. There's a lot of shirts around the screen printing machine. There's some shirts at the bottom, some shirts on top, some shirts on the buttons, and I need to fix that because it's I just want to be able to have like a clean area, clean space before I show you guys. But yeah, just from orders coming in, place been a little bit hectic, so that's what's going on with that. But yeah, so we're gonna try to just clear out the area, and then eventually what's gonna happen is once the area is clean and clear, I can do more YouTube lives and do more lives in the night. And while I'm doing the lives in the night, I can show you what I'm doing, projects and stuff like that, as long as the customer says okay, right? So, but yeah, so that's what I'm up to, you know, as far as the channel, as far as like future goals. We're just gonna move forward and try to focus on like making the channel grow, you know. The lives, I'm trying to do them as much as possible. Eventually I'm gonna start posting the live so people can show up and know what time the live is gonna be, and if they have questions they can answer questions and stuff. I mean, they can ask their questions and I can, if possible, answer it. But yeah, so we're moving forward as far as the channel. Oh, also one update I have that's major. In the back shop, like just getting some land and using that land towards building like a brand new building, like a shop. Now, usually when you try to do stuff like that, you'll have people that will discourage you by saying words like, oh, if you buy land and you want to build on it, you're going to need permit. Okay, when you go get a permit from the city, if you're building it, the city doesn't really care. As long as you know what you're doing and you can show blueprints and you can show step-by-step examples on how to get things done. And I say step-by-step because what the city will do is each cycle of the beginning of the project, they're going to monitor it. They're going to come over, they're going to look at it, check, see what you did. If it's not up to code, they'll let you know. If it's up to code, you can proceed, right? So when I tell people like, yo, especially this guy who was like this investor or whatever, and I'm trying to see how, and they're the ones that's selling the land. I'm explaining to them like what I plan on doing with it, man. This was like, oh, you gotta take out 100K from the bank, right? Now I've taken out 100K from the bank. You gotta take out 50K also, so you're gonna need 150K to purchase the land and to build on the land, and you're gonna need the reconstruction loan. I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, wait a minute, like, yo, I don't have to do all that. Like, I don't need to take out 100K. If I have minimum 70K, right? 50 to purchase the land because that's how much it is, and then another 20 to just have somebody come in, right? And I already checked it. If I have 10K, they'll come in, they'll cement the area, create a slab. I don't need a basement. I just need um, the people to come in and look at the area and let me know which is the city, and they'll let me know if it's buildable or not, right? And if it's a commercial space, I'll know before then, right? Once that happens, I go formulate a plan, bring it to the city. The city will review it. Once they give me the green light, I send over the, what do you call it, the foundation people to just create a slab. You know what I'm saying? Once they create the slab, I'll make sure they have anchors in the slab. And with the anchors that they have in the slab, then I can just put the 2x4s on there to build. Like, it's not rocket science, really. It's, you know, and the fact that, you know, some people haven't done certain things, they try and make it harder for you. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know? Yeah, man. So, that's like a future goal. I'm gonna come back to it, but I really would love to do that, because if I was able to have the shop at home, so I can do the YouTube, right? So I can do the YouTube, and along with yeah, so shop at home along with hold on one second. I'm just gonna check for the time. Okay. All right, looks like a car stopped in front of me. I'm doing good for time. Yeah, so yeah, so that's basically all it is. Yeah, so I was talking about the foundation, and then like once you set up the foundations, you're able to put your anchors on there. When I say anchor, I'm talking about like it's like a metal how can I describe that? It's like a metal screw that's sticking out of the ground, that's with the cement, and what it does is you use it to hold the property on the cement, so it can be one big unit together. And if I'm able to do that, right? I mean, for me, it's pretty easy. I've done it before. You saw me build a shop from scratch. And I already know in my head, as I'm talking to you, I already know exactly what I'm going to do and what I would need to do. You know, I'm already thinking about it. I'm already formulating it. I'm already like at the point of like even figuring out how in each section I'm going to like put anchors, and then how the anchors are going to work with each other. It's just the foundation alone is getting me giddy. You know, the fact that the people, when they add the cement also, they're going to make it level. And you know, that part, I don't want to do it at all. I want them to level it, and then after that, once they level it and stuff like that, then I come in, lay the wood on top, create the foundation. After creating the foundation, put the walls, you know, no foundation, flooring, walls, then ceiling wall, you know, and then after that, just put in the plywood all around. After having the plywoods all around, the inside is also going to have plywood. You know, installation is going to be put and all that. We're just going to be focusing on just growing, you know. I want to be able to have installation on both sides, just like a sandwich. Wow. Because I want it to be as insulated as possible. It's funny, as I'm talking about installation, I'm passing a truck that's an installation truck. But yeah, so that's the goal for that, with the new shop. Hopefully one day, being built, then I'll be able to have people stop by. Hey, I watch your channel all the time. Oh, cool. Hey, I've seen you do good things. Hey, thanks. Then we'll just kind of move forward as Levi Apparel continues to grow. And I know by having a storefront, I'm going to grow exponentially, because people will be able to just stop by and place their orders. People will be, and then like how I plan on having the shop, it's going to be almost like a futuristic, you know? I don't want a lot of people to be there, because I don't want a lot of people to work in the shop, because I want it to be so futuristic. It's cool, everybody that would be coming in to work in the shop, I'd have a lot of graphic designers, a lot, because majority of the time spent when it comes to making the shirt, it's not really making the shirt, it's the graphic designing. Editing the artwork, that's really where it's at. So the more I have, the better. So yeah, I'd have graphic designers. They'd be working from home. They wouldn't need to come in. So that's where it's clutch to be able to have even more. So after I'm done with the graphic designers, I would have at least 1 or 2 screen printers, just working on the screens to print. And I think in there I would want to have like an automatic screen printing machine for like those large runs. I'd put in a DTG/DTF machine for those small runs, and then like super multicolors that you can't really do with a screen printing, because it's going to take too much time, right? And then those color blends. So after I have the DTF/DTG machine, I would have I think I would have multiple DTG machines/DTF set up. And the reason why I would have multiple, like at least four of them, 2 on each side. The reason why I would have that many is because if you come into the shop and you already have an idea, you already have a design, and it doesn't need much editing, and and you don't mind just printing it and putting it on the shirt, or having it put on the shirt, the goal is, hey, pick an artwork, come back, and half an hour to an hour, your product's ready. Now, if you're ordering more than 100, obviously I can't just make it and you grab it. But that's where DTF printing come in. If I'm not loading the platen with the shirt, I don't have to worry about like the pre-treating process of each shirt, which will take time. I don't have to worry about alignment of each shirt, which will take time. All I have to do is basically just hit print, printers print, put some DTF powder on it, warm them up, and then in a few minutes, a few hours, bam, you got a couple of shirts ready to go. You could pick it up next day or within like 2 to 4 hours, depending on what's going on. And we'll keep that as a consistent thing. And then we'll have an online presence also, like we do now, so people can order online, people can come in the store. If you're nearby and there's a store next to you, you can order by placing your orders and then coming in and picking up. And yeah, so I want to do big things with this company, man. Good thing I left extra early because today is really slow with the traffic. Oh man, I would have been late today. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I want to do when it comes to getting the land. I would love to get the land, build on the land, and then moving forward, set up the shop the way I want to set it up and be able to do stuff. Now, if I was to have a shop like that, it would grow exponentially. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you have a shop that's catered to on the go, people can come in, do what they need to, and then get out. Then the next person, but what that's gonna do is like word of mouth, kinda. And then before you know it, my next goal will be to contact schools and try and see if I can set up like a field trip, to the print shop. Because a lot of people that do art, in schools, some of them don't even like. I went to art school and I was doing a lot of art stuff, but I had no idea about screen printing. I knew graphic designing. They showed me, and in the graphic designing, I think they showed you a feature where you can design shirts or whatever, but you don't really take it serious because you don't really know what it's for. Like, and you're not thinking about the shirt process at all. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about the shirt process at all. So what ends up happening is you end up going to the school, learning art, and then not knowing what screen printing is, not knowing what sublimation, heat transfers, all those things are in vinyl, or even getting a vinyl cutter. And then eventually, once you get out and you're noticing art, and then you're looking at people's shirts, and then you're like, how is that made? And thank God for YouTube. I asked my question that too, like, how is that made? And because I was keen on watching YouTube, I was able to find out that the shirt game is easy. As long as you have a design, you know how to do shirt editing, you know how to remove colors, you know how to add colors, you're good to go. So that was the key to my YouTube shirt success. And that's how I learned about t-shirts and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna lose connection. Like and subscribe to Levi Pell. It's cool having you guys again. But yeah, I'm in the garage and I may lose connection. But yeah, so that's how I got started. Lives at night. That's gonna be the key. Live at night, live in the morning. So at night you would see the shop. In the morning, the afternoon on my way to work, you would see we would just talk. But yeah, you see what I do and stuff. All right, like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. I appreciate you guys for hanging on, and check the channel for some